Alright, we are back. Oh, damn. Okay. Hold up, something's not right. Wait a minute. Alright, so last we left off, we just destroyed the 6th palace. Now we can go back to the 5th palace. And since we're pimped out, we can take on Goma. And since we're like pimped out, we can like hit hit harder. And we got magic, so magic won't be a problem. Ow. Yo, what's going on, Legend Killer? And yeah, I did catch up on SmackDown. But yeah, we are and it was wild. I mean, on top of that, this is gonna be like a week, I wouldn't say a week WrestleMania, but it's not gonna be like the best. But how you doing? I actually got like a USB converter from Five Below. So I'm gonna try my Neo Geo Mini, and I'm gonna do it on my laptop. See if it can work with Legacy Wars. If it works, it might save me a little bit of cash, because I was originally gonna get the Street Fighter 4 Xbox 360 joystick. Because like I can switch it from D-pad to analog stick and all that. But if this SNK controller works, which I'll probably post it on the Discord, if it works for Legacy Wars, I'm using it. Just to just to see. And I'm trying to stream more so I can get my payout. And what I might do is right? If I could get payouts on Twitch, I may go on. I may what's the name? I may get the premium pass or whatever it is. Not the corruption. But it's just an idea. I can't. VIP, yeah. If people want, if I can get support on Twitch, I will consider doing the VIP. Yep. That way, since it's like monthly, and I'm getting like, you know, paid from Twitch, it'll pay for itself. And on top of that, I'll still be on YouTube. I'll just be playing, you know, other games and Legacy Wars on top of it. So my thing will be like, it'll be paying for itself. Whoa. Trying to be greedy there. But yeah, so like, I hear you. I mean, like I said, you're in the higher, like, you know, the higher league. But I think Troy is good. Is good. Wait a minute. Captain Marvelous. Dang, Nightbot. Bro, Troy is easy to write. Give me a break. But Troy is like the fourth worst Red Ranger. And it's not necessarily his fault. It was how, like, the writing goes. Ow. Think I... Rocky just... The problem with Rocky, he was overshadowed. I always say this. Yeah, Rocky was just a... Rocky was a command, like, how can I say it? Commander, not a leader. Like, Rocky was overshadowed by, and Mighty Morphin, well, Tommy. He was overshadowed by Adam, Jason, and Tom. So that was his problem. He was just overshadowed. In Mighty Morphin, it was Tommy. Troy, the reason why he was a bad Red Ranger, he was Super Mega Force. He was bad because of the Sentai footage. Because I heard Mega Force Troy was okay. Super Mega Force, not so much. That's why Troy's on the list. Nick should be on that. In my opinion, Nick is one of the worst Reds because he was the last one to get his powers. He dragged his team through some like messed up situations, and then he's about to quit when they ran out of magic. Yeah, the only thing was he was the main part of the Thunder Zord. That's why I kind of give him that. Hold on. Oh, this guy is messing up my shoes. Go lay down, Sky. Yeah, Rocky, like I said, to me, he just suffers from that. He suffers from he's like the Ultra Magnus of Power Rangers. Was meant to be like a commander, but it's overshadowed by like everything else, by other characters. Like I said, Rocky is like a bad Red Ranger, but he's not like, oh my god. Yeah, that makes sense. And I can agree with Toa with TJ being a bad Red Ranger, but TJ just was like, he was Tommy Oliver's like everyone thought he was in, like, how can I put it? He replaced Tommy, so there was a lot of backlash for that. And like I said, worst mentor in Demetria. Let me see. And then the Sentai footage, because the Sentai footage was not like, it didn't reflect like that. It was hard to tell the story. I mean, TJ was a better Blue Ranger. And before y'all say, "Oh, Rocky was a bad Blue," Rocky was mid. Rocky was just mid as a Blue Ranger. Like, his only highlight was when he tried to take on King Mondo by himself. That's the only. I need a magic recharge. Let me see. Arco. I can't really judge Arco. Only because he was just 10 episodes, and for some reason they made Delphine the leader. So I don't really like. He's not bad, but he's not like I wouldn't go, oh my god, it's like Arco's a great Red Ranger. At least he was in Forever Red. Oh dang! I do have to watch Kaku. And this gives me and that's awesome. That gives me like a free level up. So we put the gem. If y'all want to make an argument, what about A Squad Red? Is she a bad Red Ranger? Yeah. We're going all Red Rangers. Oh yeah, now. Like, is Psycho Red? Would y'all consider Psycho Red? How would y'all rank Psycho Red? noped out of here because I didn't have up stab. And I didn't have the magic. That's why I didn't finish this with Palace. So, wait a minute. Who else was an underrated red? Like, I can't say anything about Jungle Fury either because I haven't watched it yet. I heard it was good. What was that? Go Busters? What's that? Go Busters? Or wait, no, Beast Morphers? I mean, no, Casey is, from what I've seen, his fight scenes with Casey, I can put him on par with Jason. And that's saying it loosely. Like, because since Jungle Fury was a martial arts, had a lot of martial arts. It was like kung fu with Power Rangers. So I can put Casey on par with skill-wise with Jason and Tommy. Skill-wise as a martial artist. I'm not saying Casey isn't, like, I'm not saying Casey's the GOAT, but he's a contender. I'll say this, he is like better than Rocky. I'll say this, better than Rocky. Casey is better than Rocky. Oh yeah, Andros. It's Andros. Andros out of that 3.0. Andros is the best because like when he was on his own, he was still killing it, and then recruited reluctantly recruited the Turbo Rangers. Carter was just pretty much, I always like it when yeah, because of what happened. Well, the Ninja Storm Red was good. Shane was a good red. There. And on top of that, before he died, it was found out that he had, like, CDV charges. So I can understand why, like, talks to him. Wild Force Red is another one that we can't really... Well, we can. In my opinion, he paid his debt to society. The courts found him, the courts found him guilty, and he paid his, debt to society. He did his time. I'm not saying, hey, bring him back, and I don't condone what he did, because that means, that'll be me going like, oh yeah, Chris Benoit is a GOAT. You gotta, really, Sky? Oh, so I got level 9 life. So when oh yeah, Jack was like the first Red Ranger that was like, nah man, I ain't trying to be a Red Ranger. And then got the gig, was like, alright, lets the power go to his head. And then becomes becomes one of the greats. He even stood up to Doggy Kruger a couple times. And Doggy Kruger is like one of the best six Rangers. Sky wouldn't even question Kruger. Yeah, same here. I separate Benoit the wrestler from Benoit the person. But I can only watch a couple of Benoit matches. I only watch the Owen. I'll watch the Owen Hart tribute match, and yeah, I think that's the only match I could probably watch is the Owen Hart tribute match. LOL. And I should watch his 2003 No Way Out match between him and Kurt Angle. That was like one of the best matches. I did literally mourn when I found out Benoit died, and that's one of my favorite Kurt Angle matches too. Next to Kurt Angle versus The Undertaker, No Way Out 2006. 20 was iconic. Yeah, even though it was a way just to get the belt back on Triple H. Even though, like, we won't. Despite that was Randy Orton's first time winning the world title. You know, because, like, nobody will, you know, that can't be mentioned. Whoa, whoa, I almost walked out the palace. Yeah, despite it being the reign of terror, because Triple H ran the belt, he had a stranglehold on that World Heavyweight title during 2002 to 2005 when Batista got it. I mean, but at the same time, all right. See, I watch him. Like, to me, the Triple H's Reign of Terror is like pale compared to like Triple H may have been like, you know, the boss's daughter, like, you know, was like the boss's son-in-law, but nothing compares to owning your company and putting the belt on yourself. And I'm talking about Jeff Jarrett. Jeff Jarrett, TNA. Owned the company. And, like, by hook or crook, he always had the belt. He's always in the title pictures. Like, and this is like beginner AJ Styles. You had Raven, Ken Shamrock, R-Truth. And then another Reign of Terror. I call this a Reign of Terror. Brock Lesnar, when he had the belt. Because, like, and I know, and Brock, when Brock had the belt, and I'm talking about, like, you know, when he's with Paul Heyman, it was like, yeah, it was was just like, yeah, and that's when Jeff Jarrett Reign of Terror was around the same time. And I think they wanted to make the belt legit, like, because Brock was a legit badass, you know, and yeah, he was just home banging Sable. And Brock had it in his contract. He's just getting paid a lot of money to sit at home and just show up for the big four. At that time when Brock had his reign of terror, there was hardly any wrestling competition. That was the problem, Brock. Like, there was no, like, hardly any competition. When Triple H did his reign of terror, you had SmackDown, and then you had yeah, you have to be good though. You have to either be like legit as hell. Because Brock at that time, when he had his reign of terror, former UFC champion. Like, and you coming back to like a scripted event, you gotta make people look. You gotta make it look like anybody could beat you up. Since I got this side quest started. I'll say this, Brock. Well, this is from my when I was young, like younger. Brock Lesnar is pretty much was like he has Andre the Giant's role in a sense, because like. Like, who's gonna beat Andre the Giant? You have to make that look believable. And Andre the Giant was like 7 feet. You know, the only reason why he didn't really live longer was because like he didn't get that giantism surgery taken care of. So like, I think it was like in the late 80s, his back was like failing him. nobody was gonna beat Andre. If Andre wanted to be beat, you know, he would do business. To come back here anyway, so. On top of that, Brock Lesnar was in New Japan Pro Wrestling. I wish they would give Shinsuke Nakamura a run with the World Heavyweight title. Just give him one run. I mean, he had the IWGP title, and that's like nearly legit. Like legit Japanese wrestling, they hit harder. And on top of that, Shinsuke Nakamura did fight Brock, like have a match with Brock Lesnar. Even though it was a short match. That was like in the bad dark days of New Japan Pro Wrestling. I'm hoping they give Shinsuke Nakamura like a run with the belt. Like at first, like just even if it's the World Heavyweight title. I'm not even sure that what's his name? Are they gonna give Finn Balor a World Heavyweight title run? Wait, should I? Okay, yeah, now I was like, did I beat Dungeon? No, I just got it. I can't believe I'll be going like to the first boss all pimped out. And I'll say this, to be honest, I was hoping that they gave Roman, they let Roman surpass Hulk Hogan's first reign, first title reign, instead of the 13, 16 days. I know a lot of people wanted him to, like, I know a lot of people wanted Cody time at Mania. Yeah. Yeah, they're giving Cody the Cedar treatment. Got the red, white, and blue. And, and the charisma, but it's like, like Cody is like, Cody's like the face of the company. Big match code. Big match Cody. Finds a way he finds a way to win the big one. Yeah. I think, wasn't Dusty like, well, I don't know if Dusty was like that. Because they always book Dusty strong, like, you know. Yeah, Super Cody needs a heel. Now, if it's 2009 Orton, if we get 2009 Orton versus Super Cody, actually, it started with the 80s. Cause Hogan, oh god, Hogan would never, like, you know, Hogan would never lose. Austin would lose, but it had to make sense. Like, and before you get like, oh, Austin didn't want to do the job for Brock Lesnar. I agree with Austin. Like, it was just like, okay, you're gonna do a random JOB on a Monday Night Raw with no build-up. That didn't really make no sense. Now you know who was a Super Cena? HBK. Shawn Michaels didn't really do no jobs. HBK didn't really. He would win belts, but then he would find weird ways to lose them. And this is like 90s Shawn Michaels, before he became like a yeah, HBK was like, you know, how did they? And he would probably, and I think the only time he like dropped belts was to like his friends. God, this is like the first palace. This is gonna be like, what? Okay, I don't remember And before you say 1997, Brett just didn't want to. He didn't want to job to Shawn. That was his issue because of their beef. Now I'm getting all the teabag drops when they don't mean shit, because I got like, you know. Oh God. had horse heads like, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Just swinging like a madman. I gotta clip that, make that to a short. And I just get an extra life. Oh yeah, that's second quest. I can't. Yeah. He's gonna give me extra lives now, but alas, just gotta do some cleanup in the Great Palace. We're technically done. We technically beat all the bosses up until the final bosses, but there are like there are optional bosses. Oh, I know. No, I remember with the that mountain. Jump. Out of the click, who do you think was the best one out of the click? Shawn, Triple H, or Razor? We're going to go to Great Palace, but we're gonna walk back. Oops. We're gonna walk back. Yeah, it's almost. Ouch. There yet. Oh, why did you do that? They do give you P-bags in case you're not like leveled up. this warp. Error. Remember this from the beginning of the game? out here doing side quests though. I might not do both. I might not. I don't know. Still thinks we're in Makahara. Call this east of Saria. I would just... I would just call this Saga Woods or... The bait. Super shield. Which now I think I can be protected against fireballs and stuff. Now for an optional boss, but the reward be well worth it. This guy's place. That guy was placed at a bad angle, right? I kind of like how you did the makes him turn around type thing. This is like the harder version of Carrot. Yeah. Alright, slow magic refill. I'm not getting the red ring because it's like I didn't bother with the boulder circle puzzle. See, hopefully. Yeah, I'm not getting the ring. I should have saved that, I should have saved that, Nito. Final palace. That's the warp to end the warp to the end of the palace. I think he revamped the Great Palace. Same difficulty, but like it's not the same. He made some subtle changes, I'll just say that. If I had the red ring, I'll be like taking less damage. This was a dead end. Alright, we got another, like, you know, boss. And we need to, and like I said, Great Palace was like another separate monster. Skeleton key. Yeah, but we're sort of at endgame. Like I said, I didn't 100% it. I just didn't, I decided not to get, the red ring, because that's locked behind Boulder Circle. And I didn't like take it, like, right down the note, like, where the Boulder's order is. This is a damn great palace, but it devises a challenge, though. Oh. Ah, I get my... Well, at least I found the fairy. So if I get like a couple more enemies, I can wish that was a waste of a fairy. Dead. At this point, you always want to get a level up when you're maxed out. Just take life. This is a free health recharge. You'd be dumb. I wouldn't say you can take the magic refill, but you'll be really dumb to take attack up, because it's like there is no level 10 attack. Life. Locked door. No, now I know I'm going in the right place. Definitely know I'm going in the right place. Bluebird Night. I think we're getting close. I can't believe this is like this took me like 5 hours. I'm rusty. But I'm not a speed. I am not a speed runner. Oh no, it wasn't this room. It was this room. Yeah, this warps you back to the beginning of the Great Palace type thing. Alright, let's go. First boss. Oh, I could jump up. Alright, final boss. to say, he made a tough final boss. Finally, yo. That was a challenge. Doing it backward, doing the reverse force order backwards. But yeah, so tomorrow I'll be live with Fight Club, 5:30. 5:30. I am going to try. What I'll do, and I'm gonna do this with in Reboot's Gospel. I'm gonna try to set it up. Hopefully it will work with this joystick, this SNK mini joystick. So yeah. But we're gonna raid out on here. I thank y'all for joining me. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll try to cameo in for Reboot stream. I need to go to bed. Oh, my neck. Oh, there it is.